Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Runs through a tackle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition in college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Odo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season and early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle it. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He might want another play. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The quick out. Crosses the 45. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Lost to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time. It
fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all and paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Y'all heard him when he got mad about Rolling Ray down. I'm gonna just say, what the fuck, Rolling Ray down? What the fuck? That nigga said, what the fuck, Rolling Ray down? What the fuck is going on?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back
what the
has
fuck, Rolling Ray down?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
That was my
in the
nigga.
entire country.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
That nigga Nick B in a Bryce Young jersey with no drawers on.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
I love you.
With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Why the fuck you keep posting my nigga?
Great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting a tackle.
Why the fuck would you post Kid Trail? I'm the only nigga that can post Kid Trail. I love Kid Trail. Lame ass.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36.
Okay, train. I'm about to say it. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Makes the catch, it's Smith. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. The stiff arm gets him loose.
So he's talking shit about dirt.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
This nigga ain't coming out.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a running back.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Volunteers. The extra point here would tie the game. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Murphy. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
That's not in him.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Called his own number. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
A little release to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You can break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. He's got it all right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. Then deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll do it himself. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Find some fresh air on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He makes a grab. Touchdown ball. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like the...
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Keep asking, bro, who else we gonna do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
He said you're getting on at 10 o'clock.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets it out fast. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. This defense wants to bring some pressure. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Might be looking to run. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 12 over Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Might be changing the route. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Odom. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Vols have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Underwood. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
We already told you what time
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Got the quick pass.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get us.
Going for the big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Catch in the middle, it's low.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. After that last pickup, in field goal range, but still time to go for the win. Quarterback now breaking the field. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making checks. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. To throw, it's Murphy. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They move on top here in the 4th.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, y'all ready?